Alright, we have game number 3 starting up here between University of Texas Austin and Louisiana State University here in the CSL bracket play at Lone Star Clash. This is the first part of the brackets, and then there will be 2 more rounds and then the grand finals. 8 teams battling it out, so we'll have to see who comes out on top. University of Texas Austin in the middle of the pack right now. Louisiana State University a little bit further down, tied up for, I believe, 6th place position. And we have Ubios and Outplayed playing for University of Texas Austin. Ubios randoming, Outplayed playing Terran, so random Terran. And then Blue T versus Brett for LSU. They're going to be Protoss Terran. So pretty common. We're seeing a lot of Protoss Terran compositions here in this map pool for CSL. Not really a lot of Zerg in the 2v2s, actually really at all. So we'll have to see. Ubios spawning over here on the right hand side as the pink Protoss, and we have Outplayed as the red Terran here for University of Texas Austin. Here in the south we have Blue T spawning in as the yellow Terran, and Brett spawning in as the teal Terran. So we have PT versus PT. Ubios random Protoss. We'll have to see what's going on over here. And of course this series so far, this is game number 3. The CSL format is a 1v1, a 1v1, then a 2v2. And it's a best of 5, so if University of Houston can close this out, they're right now at 2-0, so if they win this, they take this series and advance a little bit further on. We'll have to see how that turns out. We have scouts going across the map right now. Blue T, Ubios dropping a pylon. Looks like they want to move out, make a little bit of a wall, and probably get siege tanks and take this gold behind it. Pretty common here on Kydrian depths. Really not an uncommon strategy in PT versus PT. Just kind of getting the defensive units, taking your gold really fast. Really, it was really great before the mule change, and that's really what a lot of players still base their strategies off of in 2v2. Getting the Terran player on their team this gold really boosts it up, especially when you're versus Zerg on the other team. Kind of gets you ahead as long as there's not a Terran on the other team. So we'll have to see. Ubios scanning around, maybe doing... Yeah, looks like he might be cannon rushing here. Forge going down here at the front, and he has positioned a probe in a good position. Have to be really careful. Blue T does not have vision over there. This could be really dangerous. When you're playing, you really need to scout all the corners of your base versus random players. And I say that as a random player because stuff like this happens. 2 cannons start on the low ground. He's going to scoot around, and whether or not he will be caught, we'll have to see. Moving up into the base. Vision, now Blue T knows he's there, but will he do anything about it? That pylon, or that probe, just so conspicuously moving. It was clicked on over here by Blue T. Now he sees the cannons. Cannons starting up at the top of the hill. How is he going to react to this? He needs to drop his own forge and get a defensive cannon right here. Oh, this is dangerous. Another pylon going down. Good leaping here by Ubios. Probe does go down from the low ground cannons, and now this high ground cannon is here. Wow, really good positioning there by Brett with his Marine. It's going to take him a pretty long time to take that out, but the 2 low ground cannons are going to be depowered, I believe. I do not think this pylon reaches the low ground cannons, but there is a high ground cannon working on that cybernetics core. Photon cannon warping in right here. A stalker really needs to be boosted behind this Marine. Oh, wow, very good. Nice control there by Brett. Pulling it back. That pylon is going to go down. Those 2 low ground ones are going to be in a lot of trouble, and really there's only 1 cannon up on the field right now. Blue T looks like he's going to move across the map and see what type of damage he can do. Reaper's coming out and moving across the field over here towards Brett's base. Will he have anything to defend? He's rallying all his Marines across. Factory building. Meantime, Cannon Rush is doing wonders. It is now working on the mineral line, and it looks like it might be death over here for this Nexus. We'll have to see. There's a Stalker popping out, but there's not really a good position he can get into to take that out. Another pylon was repowering. The 2 top ones was dropped. Cybernetics core is now down, and the worker line is really in trouble over here. Ubios trying to get a proxy pylon over here in Brett's base, not really getting that. Reaper was working on, got 2 kills, but then was driven out. Another 0 kill Reaper has arrived. Stalker over here. Reaper's jumping up on the high ground. Looks like they're going to try and move around. Might be able to get in there. Marines trying to chase him down. They will be able to cut him off before they get to the mineral line, though, so they're going to need to retreat. Looks like they're going to head south and just help finish off Blue T's base. And LSU in a lot of trouble here. It looks like that base is going to go down here very, very shortly. Stalker helping work on these Reapers, but they are now to the cannons. And this Nexus does not look like it has very much hope left for it. A lot of these Marines very low, which means very good micro by Brett, saving those. Expanding over here to the gold, that's the only real way to get back into this game. Good decision there. As long as the Econ can stabilize, they invested a lot into this early cannon rush. So we'll have to see how this transitions. Early cannons, Reapers, it looks like now into Banshees is the tech behind this. Getting a defensive position, they'll probably start knocking down the rocks and go for their gold. Reapers hanging out with photon cannons, the ultimate cheesy rush, delicious. And Stalker chilling over here. Siege mode being worked on here for Brett. Probes oddly moving around the map. I'm not really sure what they're doing. Hellions moving down. Looks like they might be scouting for new bases. Oop, Brett does get taken out, and it looks like Outplayed knows what's going on. He's going to move down here. Probes trying to get us around there on that Hellion, but not picking it off. Now Reaper's picking off the rest of them. One Reaper does go down, though. A little bit of mismarker there by Outplayed. Second Reaper looks like it's about to die. It does go down, and if they can get this round on this Hellion, these would be hero probes. They took out 2 Reapers. Ridiculous. And this Stalker really needs to come help. Looks like they're massing up mass repair there on the SCVs. Outer Minerals here looks like he's pulled for a pretty big attack, but there is a bunker and a cannon down. Now that cannon working on those back rocks. Immediately dropping the Marauder in that bunker. 2 more cannons going down, getting a real defensive position. But this is a good siege line over here with lots of SCVs to repair the siege tank. I don't think there's going to be enough damage to focus fire down the siege tank with those SCVs there. So it is going to be able to take down that bunker and hopefully take down these cannons to get LSU back into this game. Pretty interesting play here by LSU, doing a really good job. Really recovering really well from this cannon rush. Banshee up in the air, does not have cloak yet, needs to be really careful. There are 5 Marines that can stomp down that Banshee pretty easily. Lots of cannons going down here, but they're all powered actually by 1 pylon. If that pylon gets taken out, which it looks like it's being focus fired, and down it goes, depowering both of those cannons. There is another pylon warping in, but it looks like they're just going to focus down these other cannons. They need to start getting towards the mineral lines and dealing econ damage because they are behind economically. These siege tanks need to be protected by these Marines and this one Stalker that's been around for quite a long time, considering there's no cybernetic score up. Now these cannons getting repowered. Pylon was not focused. It looks like this push is going to be ended. Good comeback there by LSU, but not quite enough, as game number 3 does go for University of Texas Austin. So that ends that series, ending at 3-0 for University of Texas Austin. So they will be advancing. Louisiana State University, I believe, being knocked out.